are long overdue for an update, so stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's your keto sis Lydia. If you're new here, I've been on my keto weight loss journey for almost 2 years now, and I have lost about 90 pounds. I have been living my best life this past month. If you remember my month 23 update, I want to say I had decided not to track my food, weigh myself every week, and basically overall stop being a little diet obsessed. I have been laser focused these past couple of years, which has kept me on track and successful, but it's also been driving me nuts lately. And I think the tracking kind of aided to that when I started to track this year and being very, very strict and trying to keep to the plan that I said. And what happens when I do that is I get kind of resentful and I get kind of like feeling like I'm made to do something, and it makes me want to rebel and all of that stuff. And so before I threw my hands up in the air and decided, forget it, I don't want to do any of this anymore, I decided to take a step back, relax, enjoy my best keto life, and let the pounds fall where they may, essentially. So what have I been up to? So this past month, all in all, I went from being so laser focused to not so focused at all, but not in a bad way. So let me explain. Before, I would literally record and take photos of every single thing, post every single thing, be stressing about editing, which is why you haven't really seen a video from me in a while. I haven't been consistent with that just because when I needed to take a break, I kind of needed to take a break from it all. It's been a very busy couple of weeks or a month, I should say, with school ending and my birthday and summer coming on and the kids going to camp and us planning, getaways and little vacations while I'm still trying to work and juggle everything. The last thing I need to do is kind of get the stress of trying to hit a number by a certain date out of the way. So what I have been doing is a whole lot of nothing. I have not been tracking. I've not been taking photos of my food consistently or regularly the way I had in the past. But I have been keeping it keto. I have not gave myself any rules. This has literally been a no rule month. I just kind of relaxed, basically ate at maintenance. I didn't go too hog wild, I don't think, but I did have Rebel ice cream. I did have low carb beer. I didn't have an eating window or a fasting window. I drank my coffee whenever I wanted, and I had dessert, and I was eating low carb tortillas and wraps and Quest chips and Quest bars, and literally it was no rules. I had whatever I wanted. And so I would normally call this week a maintenance week or a month or whatever. This would be basically eating at maintenance for me. If maintenance for me would consist of all these things. Now, I feel like I've kind of gotten it all out of the way. I've had all of my keto treats. I've had a lot of chips and tortillas to last me. Like now I kind of want to start coming back into simplifying my meals and maybe do more of a ketovore, coming back off this no rules game where I might be eating more protein and not so much vegetables, or maybe doing every other day keto and then carnivore. I'm not exactly sure what is on the horizon. I have not weighed myself or measured myself yet. I'm waiting for my next month update. If you can believe that, a girl who was weighing herself literally every single day, tracking every morsel of food for the past few months, writing it all down, not allowing myself to have certain things, trying to do the intermittent fasting and all of that stuff. And I just didn't do any of it. I did none of it this past month, but I feel good. I feel happy. I feel less stressed out. I feel less like making myself do something, you know. I'm still in my keto world. I'm not off keto. I'm just off all the rules, you know. So I guess I'm doing lazy, dirty keto at the moment just to kind of get me over this stressful hump that I was kind of going over. Another little update is I had an appointment with my doctor, my cardiologist, because if you've been watching any of the past videos, you will know that I was born with a heart condition. I have a heart murmur ever since I was born. And it's the main, I think the aorta that leads to my heart had been slightly twisted, and there's a little flap in it from what I understand, which made this murmur. And so I've always had to see cardiologists growing up, and they've been keeping a close eye on me ever since I was little at the possibility of maybe having an open heart surgery at that time. And thankfully, luckily, I didn't have to endure that as a child. But at 18 years old, I remember the cardiologist telling me, okay, you're done, you know, you won't come back to this office anymore. And in my head, I assumed they meant I was done seeing a cardiologist. Like I was healed. I was miraculously recovered from any issues. And I went about my life. I went to college and I moved away out of state and kind of lived my best life and not really ever thought about my heart condition ever again, until I was trying to get life insurance for myself and my husband. And the doctor had said he'd heard a murmur and he referred me to a cardiologist, and I was trying to explain, oh, no, that murmur is something that I've had forever. It's not a big deal. But because he wrote it down in his paperwork, the insurance was saying I need to follow up on that referral, which led me to seeing my cardiologist, which now it's a blessing. It's a good thing that happened, because now I am consistently getting seen for my heart. She explained to me just because I turned 18 didn't mean I didn't need to see a cardiologist anymore. It just meant I didn't need to see a pediatric cardiologist anymore because I was an adult, but I should have been seeing a cardiologist over these years. And of course, 25 years later, I hadn't, or 20 something years later, I hadn't. So, yeah. So anyway, I am seeing my cardiologist regularly. I think every 4 months or 6 months, you know, I go in, I get my blood work done every 3 months, and she does an echo on me, and I do an MRA, and they're checking me. The only thing that I can say is my blood work all came up good. I have all my stuff. I think when I last took it in November, everything had gone down. I don't have like a beginning range because I don't remember ever getting my blood work done before I started keto to kind of really see a baseline. But from what it was last blood work and the previous blood work, we can just go by that. And my cholesterol's gotten better, my LDLs, HDLs, and all of that, triglycerides, they've all improved, but not to the point where I don't need to be on medication anymore. So my blood pressure has improved immensely. I've been taking it and I've been seeing a trend that it's pretty normal. I'm still on blood pressure medication, and I told her that. I was like, I've been getting my readings, these normal readings of 120/80 before I take my blood pressure consistently. And she's like, and you're taking your blood pressure and you feel fine? Your blood pressure medicine and you feel fine? I said, I do. She goes, well, that's strange, because if your blood pressure was normal and you took blood pressure medication, you wouldn't feel so great. So I don't know. But anyway, she is concerned about my heart because I showed on my echo that they did, my echo that they did, that I guess it's like a sonogram on my chest, that my heart has weakened a little bit since last year's echo. Which doesn't make sense, because when I did the MRA, she said that everything looks exactly the same. It doesn't look like anything is clogged or there's tightening or, you know, shrinkage of any kind in any of my aortas anywhere. So that MRA, which is more intensive, is exactly the same as last time, but my echo is the one that's showing. So she wants to refer me to a specialist, and I am going to take a nuclear stress test in October, where I guess it's more in depth to really see what's going on with my heart and to make sure that it's not slowly weakening, which is very frightening because, you know, my first thought is, do I need to do more cardio? Like maybe are the bangs doing something? Like what is causing my heart to weaken from last year to this year when I'm getting lighter, when I'm getting healthier? So it doesn't make sense. It could just be a faulty echo. Maybe we just need to do another echo. I don't know. That's where we are. It's always a little scary, but she did double my cholesterol medication. So I'm on 80 milligrams of atorvastatin. I am taking losartan for my blood pressure, and she's now kind of tracking me these past few days because she's thinking about putting me on another medication to strengthen my heart, but that in turn may lower my blood pressure. So she's just trying to see if my blood pressure will take this new medication or what the situation is. It is a little stressful about what's going on. So I don't know. That's where we are today, health-wise, heart-wise, update-wise. Moving forward, I mean, tomorrow I'm going to shoot another video because I am doing, I think that is my 2 years. Actually, no, technically it's my it'll be the end of my 23rd month, beginning of my 24th month, because July 16th is exactly 2 years on keto. So I'll basically be beginning my 24th month. I'm so confused on how I numbered this, but anyway, tomorrow I will weigh myself, measure myself, see exactly any damage that I've done. But I will say, since I didn't weigh myself all month, I had to go to the doctor's office and she put me on the scale. I was fully clothed. I had had my coffee already. And normally when I go fully clothed and I get on her scale, it's about a 5-pound difference from what I am at home, fully naked on my own scale. So that being said, I did take a peek and I saw that I was at 180 with shoes on and everything on her scale. So even if I was 175 on my scale, technically I only gained 3 pounds this maintenance month of living my best life, no intermittent fasting, no anything, which isn't bad, but I won't know for sure until tomorrow. So make sure to watch that video where I weigh in for the first time in a month and I measure myself to see if there was any damage done. Maybe I might have lost. Who knows? We can hope. But if I gain, I just want to make sure I didn't do too much damage on the gain for living my best, dirty, lazy keto life. So that is all that we are. That's where we are today. That's all that I have for you. I am now, it's 10:30. I've literally been fasting 16 hours and I will now break my fast with a collagen coffee for the day. Tonight is steak. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my first meal. I may just do bacon and eggs for my first meal. Just kind of trying to do a heavier protein this week. No rules, no planning at all. I think next week I do want to do either a ketovore, carnivore every other day, just to kind of see how that does for me. But then we go on vacation and then I might be living my best life for another week after that. So anyway, that's it for today. Just wanted to pop on and give you a little quick update as to where I am. Sorry, I've been kind of MIA lately, even on my Instagram. I did put a few photos on my Instagram. If you don't follow me there, go check me out. It's keto_sis_Lydia on Instagram. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button now. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.